Have you been holding on to Iraqi Dinar or Vietnamese Dong, waiting for that perfect moment to exchange them for US dollars? If so, 2025 could finally be your year, but only if you know exactly where and how to do it. The truth is, not every bank in America will process these currencies. In fact, most won't. Thousands of holders across the country are discovering that walking into a random branch with dinar or dong often ends with frustration. But don't lose hope. Today, we're uncovering the full roadmap. In this video, you'll find out which banks actually accept these currencies in 2025, how the process works, what fees to expect, and the safest, fastest ways to turn your notes into real cash. Stay tuned. By the end, you'll know exactly how to complete your exchange step by step. Let's start with the big picture. When it comes to converting Iraqi dinar or Vietnamese dong in the United States, most large banks still enforce strict rules. These currencies are considered exotic, meaning they're not widely traded or held in global reserves. That's why you won't see them listed at regular teller windows. Many people walk into well-known names like Bank of America, Chase, or Wells Fargo, expecting an easy exchange only to be told it's not possible. The reason is simple. These currencies aren't supported by the bank's standard foreign exchange systems. The good news? There are specific departments and authorized services that can help. Oh yes. It's possible as long as you know where to go and what to ask for. Let's begin with Wells Fargo, one of the most frequently mentioned banks for foreign currency exchange. Not every Wells Fargo branch deals with exotic currencies like the dinar or dong. Most local offices will tell you no, and that's perfectly normal. The secret is to reach out to Wells Fargo's international banking centers. These are located mainly in major cities such as New York and Los Angeles and cater to clients who handle global transactions. The process is simple but precise. Call ahead and ask directly if they exchange Iraqi dinar or Vietnamese dong. If they do, bring a valid government-issued ID, such as a passport or driver's license. You'll fill out exchange paperwork, and your rate will be based on the current value. Transactions may take several business days, with fees typically between $15 and $30. Next, let us talk about Bank of America, another major player that many turn to for currency exchange. Bank of America separates its domestic banking from its international services, meaning most neighborhood branches won't process dinar or dong directly. However, certain international banking departments can help. When you use the term exotic currency, it's the phrase staff recognize for non-standard currencies. Typically, Bank of America requires customers to hold an active account, and in some cases, a minimum balance. The process can take up to 2 weeks with fees depending on the amount exchanged. It's not the fastest route, but if you prefer a large, established institution, it's a legitimate and secure option, provided you contact the right department first. Now let's look at Chase Bank. Despite being one of the largest financial institutions in the country, Chase has limited options for Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong. Most branches do not exchange them. However, there is a private route available through Chase Private Client or Wealth Management Services. These exclusive programs cater to high-net-worth clients and may arrange exchanges through partner firms. For everyone else, Chase will likely refer you to an external currency service. So while it's possible through special channels, walking into a typical Chase branch won't work. For most people, currency specialists, which we'll discuss next, are the better solution. If the big banks sound complicated, smaller institutions can sometimes be surprisingly helpful. Credit unions and community banks are often more flexible than national chains. Many don't advertise foreign exchange services, but if you ask directly, some may assist. Credit unions like Navy Federal or USAA have occasionally helped members exchange currencies such as the Vietnamese dong in limited cases. Others partner with independent currency dealers. Community banks are also known for personalized service and may research options for you. The key is to call ahead, ask about their policies, and never assume. Smaller institutions often go the extra mile, especially for loyal customers. Now, let's move to what many consider the most efficient route: currency exchange specialists. These are businesses dedicated solely to buying and selling foreign money, including the exotic types most banks avoid. Companies like Travelex and Currency Exchange International operate in airports, malls, and downtown districts nationwide. Their focus on currency trade allows them to offer better rates and faster service than most banks. In many cases, you can complete your exchange the same day. Simply bring a valid ID and your bills. You'll check current market rates, provide a quote, and process your transaction on the spot. It's quick, reliable, and ideal for anyone wanting immediate results. Another rapidly growing option in 2025 is online currency exchange. This method lets you complete the process entirely from home. Companies like Currency Liquidator and Great American Coin Company offer mail-in services across the U.S. Here's how it works. You securely ship your dinar or dong using insured, trackable mail. Once received, the company verifies authenticity, sends you a quote, and if you agree, deposits your payment into your bank account. It's convenient, fast, and eliminates the need to travel. Just be sure to choose a trusted company, always check reviews, Better Business Bureau ratings, and customer feedback before mailing any currency. Now, let's talk about exchange rates, a common point of confusion. Since the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong aren't actively traded on global markets, their rates can vary widely between providers. The figures you see online or on Google rarely match what you'll actually receive. Specialized currency firms tend to offer the most accurate and competitive rates. To protect yourself, always request multiple quotes and compare total costs. Don't just look at the rate. Consider every fee. Some providers charge flat fees. Others take a small percentage of your total. The best deal is the one that gives you the most value after all deductions. Documentation is another key part of the process. Any legitimate exchange provider will require identification, such as a passport or driver's license. In some cases, you'll need proof of how you obtained your currency. A receipt from your original purchase is best. This is part of standard anti-money laundering laws. You might also be asked for a recent utility bill or bank statement to verify your address. It may seem tedious, but it's all standard procedure designed to protect you and ensure compliance. The more organized your paperwork, the faster your exchange will be completed. Now let's discuss scams because, unfortunately, they're common in the foreign currency world. Some websites or social media pages promise unrealistic exchange rates or claim a massive revaluation is about to happen overnight. Be very cautious. Legitimate exchange services will never make such promises. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Always verify credentials, read reviews, and confirm physical business addresses. Never send money or currency to anyone who pressures you to act quickly. Reputable companies will always allow you time to make an informed decision. So, what's the actual step-by-step process for exchanging your dinar or dong safely? Step 1. Contact several providers for quotes. Step 2. Compare their rates and fees. Step 3. Verify each company's legitimacy. Step 4. Confirm the estimated timeline. Step 5. Request written confirmation of your transaction. Step 6. If mailing currency, use insured, trackable shipping. Step 7. Keep copies of all documentation. Step 8. Follow up to ensure your payment is received. Following this checklist keeps your exchange secure and smooth from start to finish. If you're struggling to find good options locally, here's another tip. Some people have better luck in areas with strong international communities. For example, large Vietnamese business districts in cities like San Jose, California, or Houston, Texas, often have local financial services familiar with the dong. Similarly, Middle Eastern communities in Dearborn, Michigan, sometimes offer guidance on legitimate dinar exchange opportunities. Local expertise can make a huge difference and often reveals trusted services that major banks overlook. Timing also plays a major role in maximizing your return. Exchange rates for both currencies fluctuate daily, sometimes even hourly. Financial experts suggest tracking rates over several weeks before deciding when to exchange. If you see rates improving, that may be your best window. Some people choose to exchange in smaller amounts over time, rather than all at once. This strategy, called dollar cost averaging, spreads your risk and smooths out price changes. You may not hit the absolute highest rate, but you'll avoid major losses if the market dips unexpectedly. Let's also break down fees a little more closely because this often surprises people. Big banks generally charge the highest fees, sometimes between 5% and 15% of the total amount. That means if you're exchanging $1,000 worth of currency, you could lose $50 to $150 in fees. Currency specialists usually offer lower percentages, though some add a small flat charge. Online providers can be the cheapest overall, but remember to include shipping and insurance in your cost. The key is to calculate your total payout after all deductions.